Welcome back. So you know it's spoiler season when I have to do another video at the same day I did my first video. But a few other cards actually did drop. Now I don't know exactly where they dropped from. But we do have two other cards specifically. And I would have saved it maybe for tomorrow, but one of these needs to be talked about. And that is we finally, for those of us who, have complained. I haven't been one of those people who complained about it. I just thought it would have been nice. For those of us who have complained about it, though, why we don't have this type of card yet, we finally have our legendary werewolf, and that is Ulrich of the Krallenhorde, who transforms into Ulrich. Excuse me, it's Ulrich. Hold on one second. Okay, so there he is. That's gonna look. It doesn't matter. You can't read it anyway because it's backwards, inversed. But so maybe if I do that, does that work? Yeah, that works a little better actually. So, down a bit more, please. Go up, down. There we go. So yeah. So Ulrich, it's a little blurry. Hold on, actually. Let me see if I can get the art for this card up. Just 1 second. So anyway, it's Ulrich of the Krallenhorde, and which transforms into Ulrich Uncontested Alpha. Now, okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. There's some good old art. I love it. I love this. Is just an old long-haired grizzled. It looks like straight out of Game of Thrones kind of character. Old long-haired grizzled badass. And then he transforms into 1 second. Where is this transformed one? Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back for that. Anyway, he started while I'm looking up the art, I should still be talking. He transforms into Ulrich Uncontested Alpha. Now, in his normal form, he starts off as a 4/4, 3 generic, 1 red, 1 green. And that's not what I wanted. And a 4/4, 3 generic, 2, 1 green, 1 red. There's the other one. Sorry. Again, I wish I had the software installed that I could actually do basically a PowerPoint, but I can't. So at least not right now. So I gotta work with what I got. But here's the other one, Ulrich Uncontested Alpha. Let's get there. He is. Yeah. Yeah, there's a beast right there. Just got that old grizzled mane. He's badass looking. So that's all we really ever. I mean, we got another one, but art's really not worth talking about. I'll briefly show it, but let's focus on this. So 4/4, 3 generic, 1 red, 1 green. Enters the battlefield or transforms into this creature. So whenever he transforms from a werewolf to a human again, a target creature gets +4/+4 until the end of the turn. At the beginning of the upkeep, if no spells were cast the last turn, transform Ulrich Krallenhorde. Now, when he transforms into Ulrich Uncontested Alpha, he becomes a 6/6. Whenever this creature transforms into said card, I'm not going to continue reading it, Uncontested Alpha, you may have it fight target non-werewolf creature you don't control. And then if 2 or more spells are played, transform it back. Now, if this were, say, any other werewolf, I would immediately been like, that's pretty freaking sweet. But it's still a legendary mythic rare werewolf. So right when I saw it, I'm like, I mean, it's good. But, I mean, is it amazing? Is it awesome? Is it off the rocker? It's definitely no Huntmaster of the Fells. That thing was just hacked to some degrees. But why I was thinking is because I'm very used to just kind of transforming werewolves, and usually it's not like the upper expensive werewolves, just transforming my werewolves and beating someone into a bloody pulp with them. That's what I'm used to doing. I don't normally go with a strategy that entails me to transform back and forth, minus, say, something like Huntmaster of the Fells, which I have a copy and I use it. So when I stop to think of transforming it back and forth, which once you have it on the field, right when you play, you automatically are getting 8 power on the board. 4 of it can't attack, but you're automatically pumping something with an extra 4/4 when it comes out into the field. So if you have a flyer on the field right there, it's gonna do well. It's gonna punch and smash some faces in. But if you can transform it, which, let's be clear, this plays with Shadows over Innistrad, which had a werewolf that transforms werewolves when it comes into the battlefield, or transforms. So, or, excuse me, it's, werewolves, as long as it's transformed on the battlefield, when werewolves come into play, they are automatically transformed. I believe they come into play transformed. They don't hit. I'll have to figure out the rule. If I somehow pull this and that werewolf in the packs, because it's 2 shadows and 4 Eldritch packs you're getting for your pre-release. If I somehow pull that, I'm going to have to ask my judge if that's how that works. If they hit the field as their preform transform, or if they just come out transformed. I'm going to have to ask them that. But if that's the case, then actually, if that's the case, then this actually quickly becomes hacks in that combo, because then you pump something with 4, fight something, and then if you so choose, transform it back. But no, if you were able to rotate this correctly back and forth, this could easily become something that is very hacks very quickly, because you're just going to go pump, bang, pump, bang, pump, bang. Now, granted, this thing can't take on huge freaking monstrous Eldrazi creatures like Emrakul, the Promised End. Or it basically, unless you're pumping it cannot take on anything that is, say, anything with toughness greater than 6, it can't take on, unless you give it like Death Touch, First Strike, or well, even if you have First Strike, if it has higher toughness, it's not going to do much. But no, it can't take on any of the big Eldrazi unless you pump it up, which I'm certain there are pump spells in here. This thing alone is a pump spell, so it's a solid card. It's a very good card. I am a little miffed that it is just that's all we get for a legend. I would have expected maybe something a little more crazy for a legendary, but when used in the proper setting, and again, when properly used, any card is freaking horrible when properly used. But it's a legendary, it's a beast, it's usable, it's completely usable. If I get it, I am definitely using it. There's no question about that. So the only other card we got is Coax from the Blind Eternities. So 1 second, I just want to have my camera, because I turn the camera off when I'm actually talking about this, so I can read it off the computer screen, but then so I know it doesn't fit. So there, Coax from the Blind Eternities. Make sure that there we go. Yeah, that's some pretty Cthulhu-esque, mind warping art. And the story is pretty much with the story we got today, plus that it's Nahiri's call. Emrakul shares the vast emptiness between the plains and arrived on Innistrad. So it's all Nahiri's fault, and I have to say, this doesn't change my viewpoint on Nahiri in that she's a vengeful bitch. I'll get to the card in just a second, but Nahiri is a vengeful bitch. Sorin's justified in protecting his own plane. He didn't realize, and he explains, he didn't realize that the Hellvault and Avacyn were blocking communication with Nahiri, and she didn't know Ugin was defeated, so it's not necessarily their fault they didn't come to protect and stop the Eldrazi. She got pissy because of that. It's like, no, it's my plane. It's like, yeah, I have a plane too. I have a home too, and I'm older than you. I've seen a lot more shit. I have to collectively weigh all my options on this for the betterment of the multiverse and my home. It's not just your home. Yeah, the Eldrazi are a serious threat, but you were able to stop them. It's all good. Calm down. Nope, you're going to be bitchy about it? Fine. Avacyn, me and Avacyn are going to help stop you. All right, stopped you. Oh, no, now you're going to swear vengeance. All because of... Oh, shit. And guess what? Now the Eldrazi are dead. 2 of them are dead. Someone's got to talk to her and be like, yeah, they're dead. Chill out. You're wrecking lives just because you're vengeful and petty. So, that being said, it does make her a bit of an interesting character because of that. So, tit for tat. But no, Coax from the Blind Eternities. 2 colorless, 1 blue. Or, excuse me, 2 generic, 1 blue. Sorcery. You may choose an Eldrazi card you own from outside the game or exile, reveal that card, and put it into your hand. So, this says one of several things, actually. 1, exiling is still a thing in this set. That or it's just designed specifically to play with Battle for Zendikar. 2, may be very well designed to play for Battle for Zendikar. 3, there's more than just Emrakul for Eldrazi. We know Emrakul is only number 6 in the numbering system for this set, so we know for a fact there's going to be other Eldrazi's. But 4, more importantly, if you say, and I would be a dick and just, I would be this dick. You choose an Eldrazi card you own from outside the game. I happen to have all three. Well, no, I don't happen to have all three. I don't have any version of Kozilek yet. But I happen to own both the original versions of Emrakul and Ulamog. And I would bring those with me in my binder and just keep that binder right next to me at the table at the pre-release to say, oh, I play this. I'm going to bring Emrakul Aeon's Torn into my hand. Oh, look, I brought this out because of this thing. Sorry. That's how it is. It doesn't. It has no limitations on this card because they never say format limitations ever on a card. But it says any Eldrazi card you own. When you think about that for a second, you're like, it doesn't say I can't bring them. It doesn't say I can't bring the original Titans. Sorry, Emrakul. Sorry, Ulamog. Sorry, Kozilek. Sorry. Boom. It doesn't say against that. So in that and there are other ones too. Like what was that? The one that's from Emrakul or the Kozilek's Brood that literally returns a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. And still, I think, like a 12-9 with, like, Annihilator 2. That thing is just, that thing's disgusting in its own right. And that thing's not even a rare. That's, I'm pretty sure it's not a rare. It might be a rare. No, that one's a rare. Yeah, that one is a rare. Okay. Without going to the list of Eldrazi's. So, in that whole sense, that thing's pretty fucking messed up. I'm going to make sure to bring my binder with my Eldrazi and my Eldrazi deck, which is not a full deck yet. It's still missing stuff. But I'll be certain to bring that stuff along. Just in case. Just in case I want to be a dick. And there are, I mean, I'm pretty much, it's an okay card. Otherwise, there's going to be other Eldrazi to play. There's Eldrazi stuff from the last 3 sets. The last block. So there's stuff to play it with. It's an okay card. But getting that out of the equation, and, playing in another format's Commander, isn't Emrakul banned in Commander? So does this circumvent that rule? No, you can't use Emrakul as your commander, but I think you can still use Emrakul in Commander. I think I could be wrong. And I actually was having someone correct me on a few mistakes I made on Ulamog, the card, in the last video. So if said person is watching this video, let me know if Emrakul is, I know, I'm almost certain it's banned as a commander, but let me know if it's banned in Commander itself. Let me know if it's banned in EGH. So, otherwise, there you go. Oh man, I was about to make a point for a second here. And now I lost my point. And it's going to come to me again, like either right as I close the video out or right before or sometime later. But anyway, that's my thoughts on these 2 new cards. Really, the Werewolf's the big one to talk about because, yeah, we finally get our legendary Werewolf. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully, I probably won't be getting any other major spoilers because that's the reason I did it now because it's a mythic rare or legendary Werewolf. It needs to be talked about stat. But other than that, though, maybe there probably will be like 1 or 2 other minor spoilers, but I'll just save those for tomorrow with the next batch of spoiler videos, or the next batch of spoilers in the video I do for that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you folks next time.